Hi, I'm Tom Lydon with ETF Trends here in Washington, D.C. at the Charles Schwab IMPACT Conference here with Greg Valliere, Horizon Investments. Great seeing you, Greg.
Great to see you, Tom.
Well, there's a lot going on, and we look forward to hearing you every year talk about political strategy. What are some of the key things you see between now and the end of 2018?
It's a very full plate. There's a lot to talk about. I'd say first and foremost, the Fed is going to be a big deal because Trump doesn't like his own Fed chairman, but they have to raise rates again in December, I think. Then there's going to be Robert Mueller. We haven't heard much from him, but he's got stuff that he's been gathering. I think we'll hear a lot from him toward the end of the year. Then you got China. I think maybe when Xi and Trump meet in Buenos Aires in late November, maybe things start to look a little bit better, but who knows? So there are a lot of things to be concerned about between now and the end of the year.
Talk about China a little bit more. Trump's did a good job going around the globe, seeing to work things out with other countries,
Yep.
but it seems that he's getting really, really tough on China, and the markets are paying for that.
He thinks, and his advisors at the White House think, that China will blink. China's a proud country. I'm not sure they're just going to immediately blink. If they start to see real economic softness in China, maybe they will blink, but I think that comes later rather than sooner.
Is this one of Trump's biggest tests?
I would say so. This is a heavyweight brawl between Trump and China to see who prevails. I think in the end, a year from now, whenever, we'll get a deal, but I don't think it's imminent.
Yeah, you mentioned Mueller. He's been working on a lot of things,
Yep.
but he's not talking about it.
No,
What do you think? Is there a time bomb in there?
Maybe. I joke that he's talking to people who are singing like canaries. They do not want to be incarcerated. So I think you've got a lot of new evidence that Mueller has put together. He's not going to say a thing until after the election, until maybe Thanksgiving, but I think Mueller has some things to give to Congress. Then it's up to Congress to decide whether he gets impeached or not.
Yeah. And then the Fed, you say they're moving forward and they still have their foot on the gas.
Yep.
But, you know, there's a little bit of concern with this market volatility.
Yep.
If we see any type of economic weakness or pullback on earnings, do you think that they might downshift a little bit?
Yes, I do. Great question. I think there's a high likelihood that if the markets stay real choppy and the inflation data looks tame, as it did a couple days ago,
Yeah.
I think there's a possibility that the Fed goes a little slower. Maybe we get a move in December, but when it comes to 2019, maybe we just get one or two moves, not two or three.
Yeah. So since '09, we've really enjoyed a great equity market, pretty good
Yeah.
bond market as
Yep.
well. Are the good times about to end in your feelings?
I think they're still good. I think there's still a ton of stimulus in the pipeline,
Yeah.
fiscal policy, especially with high deficits and tax cuts. But is it going to get a lot better? Hard to make that case. I think maybe we're going to level off for a while.
Yeah. Well, Greg, as always, really enjoyed it. Great seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Thank
You
you.
bet. Yep.